This is The Five on Fox News, giving their comments on the verdict and the aftermath. But I'm just going to focus on Judge Jeanine's comments because they are incredibly important for what we're doing here. She strongly echoes the opinions that I have on this, and that I believe most of you have, if not all of you, because it seems that people that were taken in by the clickbait title yesterday quickly flipped the fuck out and send me emails and promptly unsubscribe from the channels. So let's go. Judge Jeanine, what do you got to say?
Well, she used the Me Too movement, and now she's betrayed the Me Too movement. You can't believe all women is basically what this case is saying. Judge, you were right from the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and say that. When we first covered this, you said, "I don't believe that lady." Those were your words.
Yes.
And you turned out to be vindicated, much like Mr. Depp.
Yes.
Exactly.
Look, here's the bottom line. For this woman to come out and say it's a setback for women.
See, look at that. She's getting in the position here. She's getting ready to lay into ye olde Elaine. And now the reason I have to stop this every now and then is to avoid copyright strikes, because that's all we're doing today is copyrighted materials. So we'll have to stop it every now and then and make some comments on it. So let's get back into Judge here. Let's get back into Judge here, I said. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Judge? Well, that's not supposed to happen, is it? All right. I've gone and boomered us here. All righty. Let's drop out of this and drop back into it. God dang it. Call me incompetent, but she's got me riled.
I think she needs to understand one thing, and that is that what she did was harmful to real victims of domestic violence. And I'm sorry for saying it again. I started the first domestic violence unit in the nation. I have dealt with battered women for 30 years. As soon as she started, it was clear she was not the victim. She was the abuser. And Johnny Depp had lawyers who could take her.
And that was from the beginning. Judge Jeanine says from the beginning it was clear that she was the abuser. And I completely agree with that.
On this Camila Vasquez was right on target with her. The tape recordings where she said, "Johnny, are you going to be a baby? Are you going to tell everybody I didn't hit you hard enough?" It was difficult for this man to make a decision to put his whole life on the table, but he had nothing to lose. And
that is a very, very good point. How hard must it have been for Johnny Depp to come forward? How hard must it have been for him to sit in the courtroom and to tell the entire world about his drug habits, about his alcohol habits, to put his own violence against cabinets and breaking stuff on the line, to have his name drugged through the press by himself. I think, that's something to stop and think about. Elaine talks about how hard it is for Amber to come out and to put all of these SV allegations on public TV, but she got herself into this situation. She said these statements. She put herself out as being a victim of SV and DA. So she has to come out and substantiate those things.
When they said to him, "What have you lost as a result of what she did?" He said, "Nothing short of everything." And so she tried to promote herself as being part of the Me Too movement, that here I am, a woman who's being abused. And she said, the defense was, we didn't know it was about Johnny Depp. Are you kidding? 2 years earlier, she tried to get a temporary restraining order against him, and it was in all the newspapers. But
see, that's Judge Jeanine there, echoing what everybody else is saying. Elaine continued to stand on this idea, and Rottenborn continued to stand on this idea that Johnny Depp was not mentioned in the article. And we've all of the lawyers on YouTube, all of the lawyers around the world, and all the commentators have said essentially the same thing. You can say it's about Johnny Depp without saying it's about Johnny Depp. And I challenge you to find one person who genuinely believes that that article was not about Johnny Depp. Find one person that truly had no idea that was about Johnny Depp.
To believe. And I would tell a jury as a judge, if you find that one witness has testified falsely with respect to one fact, you are free to disregard their entire testimony.
That is the beautiful thing of the law. If someone on the stand lies about one thing, how can you believe they're not lying about other things? If a witness is caught lying about one thing, you can disregard everything else they've said if you so desire, because they've proven themselves to be untrustworthy. And that's what the judge here is saying. She's saying if Amber lied about one thing, you can discount everything else she said.
This woman lied over and over again, and I feel free to say that on television. She lied. She was a liar. She was the abuser, and he was the victim. And let me just say one more thing. For him to take on this burden, which is not only proof that he was defamed, that she was talking about him, but that she was malicious. That jury had to really see right through her to say she was malicious. And they found for him 10 million compensatory, 5 million punitive damages. That's to punish you, Amber Heard.
Yeah.
For taking on this guy's life and destroying his life so you could be part of the Me Too movement. Don't give me this stuff, you know, it's a setback for women. You do not represent women. You represent the worst of women who try to falsely blame men.
God damn, Judge, what do you really feel about that? Now, see, I can say as a man that she doesn't represent women, that it's not her argument to make, that she doesn't do this, but, you know, I'm not a woman, so it doesn't hold as much weight as another woman telling her that. And I've seen a bunch of you ladies in the chat over here saying exactly the same thing. That it's not Johnny Depp that set the women's movement back. It's not Johnny Depp that set the Me Too movement back. It's Amber Heard and Elaine Braderhoft and Rottenborn that set the women's movement back, that set the Me Too movement back. But the judge doesn't hold back here. And I tend to agree with what she's saying. And if any of you disagree with what she's saying, please, by all means, bring it and tell me why. I would be happy to hear it, but again, I doubt there's many people here that have a contrary viewpoint.
That's the end of it.
There you go. You know, Jessica, two-part question. Johnny Depp.
Okay. Wait, where'd that comment go? Kay not telling us I have a vagina and she doesn't represent my vagina. Alrighty then. Yep, I stand by the fact, says Joanna, that AH is the problem. Mo Jorison says my left leg is female and she doesn't represent it. Okay. Spooky Spoon says she's an embarrassment to all women, which is concurred by Donna Hannaford. Thank you, Donna Hannaford, for being an awesome, awesome moderator. Everybody is awesome here. I love my moderators. Please tell my moderators what a great job they're doing. I think they're doing a fantastic job. And while you're here, please like and subscribe to what's going on. It's a Friday morning, Friday afternoon, Friday evening, and we are getting into this. So that's an unfortunate pause place here. So anyway, that's what Judge Jeanine had to say about this particular situation. And she sets the stage. That's her opinion. That was the opinion, apparently, of the jury, because as she said, the jury came back and found not only that she lied about everything, that she did it maliciously. She did it with the intent to harm Johnny Depp. She did it with the intent to cause him damages. And that is not acceptable. And that's what the jury found. And to punish her, as Judge said, to punish her, they assessed her a $5 million punitive damage.